Oh, I'm paying rent. Like I was living with my mom.
You moved
last
out?
year. I was living with one of my parents. Yes, last year. Got my own spot.
Wait, pause.
Yes.
I was living with one of my parents last year. Why you saying
it's different.
Why?
It's different if I say like if you say you live with
a-
your mom compared to me saying I live with my mom.
I live at home.
It's different. If I was to say that, thank you. It's just different.
But I feel like we need to get over that, like that negative connotation that comes with living at home. Because what?
I agree with you.
If a man tell me he live at home and he my age, it's like, all right, I live at home too. Even if I have my own place, it'd be like, all right, he probably saving up because he about to move. You know, why
Micahiah,
do we gotta feel pressure and ashamed?
Micahiah, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get over it, sure. Mm-hmm. But until we do, that's the problem I'm dealing with. Until we do, this is the reality I'm living in, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it's not like I'm gonna wear that as a badge of honor. You know what I mean? It's like, I live at home. No, I can't do that.
Okay.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of The Highlight Reel. I have another guest today, as always, and this is another returning guest, and I'm looking forward to talking to her because last time we talked was about 2 years ago, so I'm going to go ahead and let her introduce herself, so go ahead, ma'am.
Well, thank you for having me. Hey, y'all, my name is Micahiah Davis. I'm the host of Something About Our 20s podcast, and I'm happy to be here, returning.
Yes. I thought this would be interesting because last time we talked, we're both 26 now, but last time we talked, you were 24, I was 23, about to turn 24. You were about to start season 2 of your podcast, and then I was at the end of season 2 of your podcast, which you were talking about earlier. And then season 3 is underway as of this recording, correct?
Yeah, season 3 is out now. It's already started. So, yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, I just figured this episode could be obviously like a catch up, but also see what things have changed since the last time we talked, because on my podcast we talked about a lot of things, and then when I came to your podcast we also talked about a lot of things. So I figured that we could do a little bit of reflecting, maybe some new opening up about some new things about in our lives and all that. So
let's catch up.
All right, so first off, let's just talk about you. How are you? How have you been? Anything new?
I am doing good. I would say I'm a little in between of tired, but also just kind of enjoying life.
Okay.
Anything new? I feel like everything's new. Things change every day. So we haven't sat down since my podcast episode. Yeah. But even then, when it was just me and you, it's been 2 years. So I feel like everything is new. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's just been a lot of different things happening. Yeah. New job.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to have to get into that because your job is pretty interesting.
New job, new season of the pod, family changes, just a whole lot of things. Everything's new, to be honest.
Yeah. Speaking of new, as I was hinting to earlier, as you can see, we got more angles compared to last time. Last time we shot, it was just one angle. So, we trying to get a little more dynamic with our podcast.
In the chat for the angles.
We're trying to get a little more dynamic with it. And then, of course, I'm happy to see that your podcast keeps growing as well. Because one thing that I try to take notes on, as I notice about what you've been doing with your podcast, is you've actually had events.
Oh,
and you've had one of them, the first one, the first anniversary, I was there.
Yes.
And then the other ones, I haven't been able to make it because of work, but it's like you've been able to continuously do events with that. So how has that been? Is that hard to do? Does it make you nervous when you do that kind of thing?
Yes, it is. So my first event ever was celebrating my 1-year anniversary. And then I had like an episode at Corporate, the shoe store in Cincinnati, for entrepreneurs to come by and they just talk about their business, like plug their business. And then after that I had a celebration, and that's the one that you came to. And then most recently last year I had an event to the girls in their 20s. It was a brunch. Yeah. And that was so fun. That was my first time ever putting on a brunch, an event for like my girls who subscribe to the podcast. It was just me doing it. Like, you and I have that in the same where it's just us running our podcast. Yeah. So adding on the layer of hosting events is a lot. I would tell you, it is stressful. It is time consuming, but I feel like it's needed because it's another way to, get your people out and connect. Yes.
Yeah. I haven't done anything like that. I would just say the thing that I do is, getting out with the people, talking to the people directly. That's something that I do like to do. Some people have said, I should get out and do that more consistently. I'm not against it. I think I just tend to, I guess, kind of struggle with what it is that I want to talk about, because I have to make things a little spicy, so people will want to tune in. But I also, like, when I was getting out and shooting for Juneteenth and everything, I was telling people, I promise you, I'm not setting you up. This is wholesome. I'm not here to ask you no sex questions, no crazy relationship questions, none of that. This is straight up wholesome. I promise you, this is supposed to make you look good. The only person that's gonna make you look bad is you yourself. Yeah. So I was trying to be very honest with that, but I like doing that, and that's my way of getting out with the people. Because when I did get out and do that, because I had a cameraman this time, people, when they see you outside with a mic, some people are turned off by that, which I understand, and with the world we live in. But some people are genuinely curious, and that's what I appreciate. Because there were a few people that said, "What are y'all doing? What are y'all shooting? What are y'all asking?" And then next thing you know, they were the next person. So that's kind of my way of doing that. So yeah, I
like that you do the different events in the city. Like, you go out and do the man on the street events.
Yeah,
and I think it's all a matter of figuring out what you like. Because I also threw a for the 20-somethings party at Cinema.
Yeah, I was sorry I couldn't make that.
Yes.
I was sorry I couldn't make that.
I was like, you can't come. Yeah. No, it's okay. But that's just an example of, okay, trying out a brunch, then trying out a party. Because I'm not a party promoter now. Like, so that was something within itself to do. So I think that you getting out there and actually in the crowd with people, like, that takes a lot to do,
Sure.
That's an event.
Yeah, it is. It's just, to me, that's like this. I had to set up, get everything prepared, do it like this. That is more so on the spot, which I like and appreciate. And like I said, that increases visibility, because as I'm in public, there are other people that are there. So of course, more people see me.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool how I haven't done any events yet. And I was at one of yours. I was saying, okay, this is people showing up. This is how you do this. This is how you get partnered up with them. And next thing you know, they'll be saying, when is the next thing you're doing? Can we host that for you? I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It's nerve-wracking to try to think, like, who gonna show up?
Yeah.
For, like, the brunch and for Cinema, like, I was like, ooh, who gonna come?
Mm-hmm.
But to see people come out and actually have a good time, I'm like, okay, I could keep going.
Yeah.
So that means you can throw you in the van.
Oh, yeah, of course.
We would like to see something happen.
I ain't gonna guarantee when, but I would like to do something in the future. That's something that I do think about. Also, I wanted to touch on the fact that we are not in the library this time.
Right, but the library was cool.
It was cool, but as I was watching it back and listening to it, I felt like we had to talk a little softer.
Right.
Because we were in the library. So we still got to be ourselves, but it seemed like we had to be ourselves, but quieter.
Yeah.
And I just remember as I'm watching it, I think it was like 2 times where they announced that when the library was closing.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, bro, dang, here we go. Like, I always talk to people and tell them that I love the imperfections that happen because it's funny and it makes it relatable. But it's also nice when you just don't have to worry about that stuff. Like, we actually get to just be here, be present, and really be in it.
And just,
Yeah.
And I like how you're so open. Just
Yeah.
I like how you're so open about, like, your progress and where you're filming. Because some people might be like, "Ooh, I don't want to say that I'm filming at the library or whatever." But it's like, I like how you embrace that, because we all have to start somewhere. I mean, the library is free. You can host events at the library.
Yeah.
Why not?
I've had several episodes in libraries before. I think one of the episodes I shot when I was out in DC. My friend who's a content creator has many followers, basically. We shot in a library. It was the same thing. I was like, look, if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do.
Exactly.
And then, of course, I like to just show up because whoever's watching can also see that no matter what, he's showing up. So maybe I can do it too. Because I was watching something or reading something on Instagram recently where it was like, there are times where you might want to quit, of course, but as you keep showing up, it gives that other person that is watching you hope that they should continue to do so too, because you are. So don't give up. Basically.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because starting the podcast, you really only see where people are at that moment. Like, you see them in these studios and they have the whole camera crew and all this stuff. And it's like, that's not reality for people who are starting ground up with no sponsors.
Yeah.
It's no way.
Yeah.
Unless you're rich.
You got to get out the mud.
You really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I started in my home. I was having people come to my house and we were filming in my home
that would
office.
Be me too.
Like, So we all got to start somewhere.
Exactly. So since, this was 2 years ago, that last time we shot, I'm on season 6 and you're on season 3. I want to know if there are any things that you've learned or experienced as you've continued to progress in your podcast journey?
Yeah, I feel like there's so many, but one that stands out is I like in season 1 and season 2, I had like big groups. And I'm learning now that sometimes I kind of like the one-on-one conversations or like just 2 people and myself rather than the big group of like 5 or 6, because some people don't really get a chance to talk, or maybe some people are introverted and they're like, well, let me just be quiet this whole time because other people are more outspoken. So I think like breaking down those numbers of people that I have on the pod at the same time is something that I'm learning to do. Because typically I would like to bring them all. Let's have 5 people here. Let's talk about this. But I noticed that I can't cover as much as I want to when it's so many people. I'm kind of changing that a bit on season 3. You will see like more of a me and one other person and maybe 2 people. Just having those smaller type of conversations more so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I actually want to do more group.
You do?
Yeah, low key.
Because you do want to, yeah.
So, but I will say in the episodes that I've shot with a big group, I learned how much faster the podcast goes. Yes. So if it's 6 of us, I say something and then the other 5 people say something. Then it gets back to me. I'm just now saying something else. And then 10 minutes have gone by. I'm like, dang, I've only asked 3
questions.
Exactly. But to an extent, I still think that's kind of cool because it allows us to expand, which is good. But when you're dealing with, a studio, you're paying for the time, whatever.
Exactly.
That is where it can become somewhat of a conflict for you, but I also like it because I love talking to people just one-on-one because people are very comfortable doing that. But also there's just so much that can be captured in groups.
It is.
Like even if it's like 3 of us, one of my favorite episodes is when, this is way back, this is back in 2023. It was me and 2 of my friends, and the episode was called What Are We Going to Talk About? I love that episode because these are 2 of my close friends, but we really got to get in depth about something. And then one of the friends, we tend to go back and forth about something. So it worked out to allow that. But then on one of my other favorite episodes, which was my Valentine's Day episode in 2024, it was 6 of us. That was the biggest episode I've done. But there were so many different reactions, so many different people that can help to basically grow this. Because if they see that one person, and that's one person basically 6 times, it can grow like that. So groups are something I definitely want to get into, but I can understand the why you might want to dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, because I feel like I did it so much.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I want to incorporate it, but I am kind of, trying to scale back on it a little bit. What about you? What do you feel like is something that you've learned from your podcast journey?
I'm basically learning a lot about slow growth. Even though it's taking maybe longer than you wanted to, the progress is still progress, and it's still something that you can be proud of. Because like when I first started this as a podcast, I probably had maybe 300 or 400 followers on Instagram or something like that. Now this is over a few years, so some people might say this is again slow as far as how it's grown, but as of this recording at like 900. So, you know what I mean? So this will kind of show when we shot this anyway. But basically, it's like, I can appreciate that because over time, I can see the difference. It's like, wow, 2 years ago I was here. 1 year ago I was here. Now here we are. So I think that's really cool. And I think that that's something that I think how my podcast has grown and how it's progressed has also been kind of a reflection of how my life has gone or how it can go. So just to think that if something is taking a little longer than you want it to, that doesn't mean nothing's happening. Just keep showing up, keep doing what you need to do. And before you know it, everything that led up to that is what prepared you for it. So you'll be like, okay, now that I've blown up, or now that I'm in this position, now that I'm in this field, all these things I was doing before it has prepared me. So now it's not like there's a whole lot of extra pressure to me because I've already been dealing with it in a certain routine, in a certain manner, in a certain way. Mm-hmm. So now when I have the mantle, I can actually run with it. Yeah. So yeah.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I think that I'm no longer putting pressure on myself to reach certain like limits as far as followers, Instagram, TikTok. It's just like I'm letting it flow. Yeah. However, I do care about them subscribers.
Of course.
So, that's like what I'm more focused on.
That's fair,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the followers are gonna come. People who are your audience and who are for you, they will be for you. Yeah. Like they'll come.
Because one thing I think I learned about was how many subscribers you need to monetize.
Oh my God, yeah.
And it's not really that many, but when you're not at that number, it feels like that many. It's like, dang, I don't have that, so I have to do all of this to get to that. But again, slow progress. I feel like it's on the way. As long as I keep being in public, connected with people, keep putting out good content and producing good things, and those things will be on the way. So there's that. But also, this isn't necessarily something I'm learning about podcasting, but this is just something I can appreciate about it and like really do like about it. This is going, on one hand, it's going to sound morbid. Okay. But this is something I think about. So I've always thought about like, if I died today, right? Mm-hmm. And I put out all these episodes, right? At least people that care about me, love me, like me, whatever, in one way or another, you can hear my voice. Talking about something, laughing with people, talking about these dreams, these hopes, like that might give people something that they'd be sad about, but it's also like, he was trying. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that kind of help me to keep doing this and actually be present in the moment and enjoy it. Because if I was not to be here and I have all this going, or you saw that I was trying, it could still give somebody else hope. And it could still give you kind of a moment of peace just to be like, I can hear his voice. I can hear him laughing. I can hear him talking. He sounded so inspired, all these different things. Or he was just reflecting and saying, dang, this was tough. But he talked about how we got through it. Those are things that I can appreciate about podcasting. So within the last 2 years, just seeing all the different things I've done, how I've changed as a person since it first started. Like I've changed my hair multiple times. Like last time, what's crazy is...
Well, how was your hair last time?
So the last time we shot, I had a little fro. Then I had locks when we shot for you.
Yeah, you had. Yeah, you had
and
locks.
Now my locks.
What you got now?
My locks are gone. My locks are gone. I have braids now.
Like neck braids.
Yeah.
Well,
they passed the neck. Hold on. Oh. I got some length on me.
Okay.
But yeah, like I've changed my hair so many different times. I've gained weight on purpose. So there's that. I have more money now. Like that's great, right? Now we're not balling by no means, but it's just we in a better spot. So just seeing all the different ways that I've changed is cool for me to look back on, because I was looking at an episode that I had my mom and dad, and when I was thinking about how I looked during that time, I feel like now I'm older, but I look healthier. I feel like I'm in a better position. It's just the things that change through your journey are things that I can reflect on and appreciate.
I do agree with that. I love that. I love that it's documented.
Exactly.
And I can go back and listen to parts of my life where I was going through this or going through that. Like, I do appreciate that. I am happy that it's all on camera.
Yeah, like and that's what I'm saying with the imperfections. It's a moment. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I've had cameras fall. I've had cameras cut off. I've had recordings cut off. Last time we shot, I think this cut off like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that happened. Then we were still in the library, they announcing stuff. Just all those little moments. And then when you see an improvement, it's like, dang, none of that happened this time.
It's like...
Hopefully, as of right now. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully. I can appreciate that.
Yeah. It really teaches you to appreciate the small things.
Exactly.
And like the growth overall. Yeah.
So as far as, appreciating the small things, I feel like this is major, of course, for you. So last time we talked, we were talking about work and things like that, and being in a career. I can't remember. I know you weren't working where you are now,
right?
But where you work now, if whether you want to name drop or not, I think is one of the coolest things that's been going on for you, because I see you basically around the country all the time.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk a little bit about your work and how that's been changing your life and what that's been like.
Yeah. So last time I was on the podcast, I don't even know what I said about work, but I don't think I wasn't working at the time. Actually,
Okay.
I had got laid off.
Okay.
I was.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, did we not talk about that?
I don't think I said it.
Maybe you said it off camera.
Yeah, maybe I
But I feel
said it
like
off
we had
camera.
talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was laid off at my job that I had got right after college, and during that moment, I'm like, I was devastated or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I had kind of got to a place where it was like, you know what? It happens. But to me, it was like, I'm in my 20s and I got laid off. I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, you realize like anything can happen to anybody. Like no job is secure. It don't matter where you work, who you work for. That is like, it's not secure. And one of the biggest lessons that I learned through that is to never attach my worth to like what I do. So now, like, that's not even the first thing that I lead with. I don't lead with what I do because it's just like I have so much more. It's so much more about me other than what I do. However,
all right, but
what I do is nice. No, I'm just playing. Yeah. But it is true. Don't attach your worth to a job because that could be here today, gone tomorrow. Now, like a couple months later, it took like 6 months. I had got another job opportunity just off of LinkedIn. I had made a post saying LinkedIn. I never thought it could be true though.
You were touching on LinkedIn in our last episode though. You were like making connections with people or something like that. You was like, you need to be making connections on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
You said something like that. Yeah.
Because that's how I end up getting my new job. Somebody just saw my post on LinkedIn saying I had these skills, was looking for this type of job. And they were like, hey, are you interested in interviewing? So now I am a social media editor. Mm-hmm. I guess, I don't know. I'm the social media editor for the NAACP.
Yeah.
So I create, put together, film, manage all of the social media platforms. Not for like the national branch, not Cincinnati, the national branch. So I'm remote.
Yeah.
Because people always think it's Cincinnati. I don't know what Cincinnati NAACP got going on. No offense, I should. But so content that you see on Instagram, it's most likely me. And
talk that talk.
I enjoy it. Yeah. You know, I get to travel. I was fortunate enough to be able to go to Image Awards 2 times now and create content.
Slight
and
flex.
I feel like
keep going.
In those moments, in those moments, I felt like I was literally living in the answered prayer because I've always wanted to do like entertainment news and interview celebrities and stuff like that. So I was provided a space at a job that I never even thought about applying for to like do that. I just recently got back from the BET Awards too. So that was nice. Yeah. And it's just like, it's a blessing. Like I'm truly blessed.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like seeing you do these different things has been so cool to me because in a way I feel like I get to live vicariously through you. You being at all these different awards, meeting all these different people. I haven't done anything like that. I've met some people doing different things, but just seeing that this is what you do for work.
Yeah.
I know that can maybe be tiring at times, but I think at the end of the day, that is some of the coolest work.
It's cool, right?
Yeah.
Because when you think about like, I never thought that I would be working like a political sense, like lens, but I'm glad that I get the opportunity to do the entertainment side. And I never thought that I would be able to. Like, I thought you had to freelance and like, work for specific type of companies to get to this point. So that's just a testament of you never know what other opportunity may come and you may not think it's a fit for you and it might be a fit, you know?
Yeah, I like that. I think that's so cool because again, I get to watch you do it. And I remember that the last time we talked, that wasn't somewhere you were and you were probably feeling a little different because you're like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And now here you are. It's like, man, I got the security of a company behind me that's sending me to these places. And then I still get to do the kind of creative work that I get to do. So I enjoy that for you. Every time I see it, like whenever you repost something and you're like, man, basically when you hint that you wrote that or something like that, I always think that's super cool because I'm thinking this one thing that you did, so many people get to see it. They might not know it's you, but when you kind of stamp it, it's like, if y'all don't know where this came from, I'm telling you now, it came from me. I can always think that's kind of cool. But a little side question I had was, in that kind of work, do you feel like that's more of a, like the creative work or kind of being in tech? Because some people might feel like if you work in social media, it's kind of like techie kind of.
It's both.
Okay.
I mean, Like social media, I manage like our social schedule and stuff, and I put together the content and what's about to come out and how it, like what it should say and stuff like that. So I guess on that side, it's kind of more so.
I'm gonna start taking more notes.
And also,
just to be like, okay, that's how I can grow this. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
go ahead. Yeah.
It's like tech, but also creative, because I'm able to be creative in like the ideas I have for social content.
Right.
And then especially when I'm at events, I can be as creative as I want to. But like, it's fun. I never thought that I would be, you know, like creating content and being in the social media realm of it.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that I get to have both worlds, like do social media, but also I put my journalist hat to use too, like when I'm at events. So yeah, it's truly is a blessing. It really, like going from being laid off to receiving the opportunity that you didn't think of, but you prayed to be in like those positions. It's like you really have to sit in gratitude and stop raising the bar so much, because I have found myself doing that a lot. Like, okay, what's next? Accomplish this, what's next? And that's not healthy, because at some point God gonna be like, well, girl, you ain't grateful. And I don't need him to take nothing away from me. I need all the blessings.
I hear you. It's something I struggle with, not gonna lie. Because I after you accomplish the goal that you set out for and you put in the work to get to it, once you get there, it's like, okay, now what?
It is an automatic thing that comes.
Yeah.
But I try to like take some time to sit there and be like, okay, like this is amazing. Like I'm truly grateful. And then I plot on my next move. So yeah, I think it's a balance.
Yeah.
Sitting there being grateful and then, you know.
Oh, okay. So you brought up balance.
Yes.
All right. So I feel like we kind of talked about this last time as well. So do you feel like you are living a balanced life right now? Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Because I feel like I prioritize life. Like I'm big on work-life balance for sure. So I think that I'm trying, but it's hard. Because it's like, I feel like I'm everywhere. Like I'm trying to travel. I'm trying to be a friend. I'm trying to have time for me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a daughter. And it's like so much to juggle at once. Do you feel like you're living a balanced life? Yeah. No, like I'm all over the place.
But I think last time we talked, and this is why I think it's interesting that we are able to have this discussion now, because maybe we're more secure in saying what we want to say. The answer for me is no. I'm okay with that though, because I know last time we talked, I said at one point I was working for 3 months straight.
Yeah.
And I was enjoying that. That is kind of where I'm at. When I'm really working and I know I'm working towards something, I know it's going to be an end goal that's going to help me, like in the work that I'm doing now, is going to make sure I can secure that. I feel fine working plenty, because the few days I get off, I will take it to, just relax or whatever. But let's say it's just that one day. Sometimes I know I've learned that me personally, I think sometimes that's really all I need. I know some people might need more than that.
Yeah.
But I know that for myself, you give me 3-4 days off and I don't have anything fun planned or I'm not doing anything, that's a lot of time. That's a lot. Now, maybe that's a little extreme, because who does that for the most part? Like, who has that much time off? But there was a point in time recently where for about 8 months, I worked 6 days a week. I wasn't complaining though. I know most people I know will say, what's wrong with you? Are you in your right mind? Because a lot of people were always saying, you always working. And some people wear that like a badge of honor. That's not always good, but it felt good to me, because when people were saying that, it's like, well, I set out to do this on purpose. Like I set out to do that. Now it's good that y'all know that. So if you ask me if I want to do something, you probably know I'm prioritizing what I need to be doing at work so I can secure the certain thing. So I know I don't have the balance, but it works for me until I get to the point where maybe I'll be a little more focused on the balance. But I've also, and I wanted to touch on this really quick, there's this content creator out there. He's a businessman as well. His name is Alex Hormozy. Have you ever heard his name? No? Well, basically he put something out one time. He wrote something that was like, basically, you either gonna kind of over party and underwork, or he was like, you can make a decision: over party and underwork, or overwork and under party. But you're gonna have to pick one and just make that decision and live with that. because you have to know that there's gonna be a sacrifice either way. So just make that decision and live with that. And I was like, dang, because he was like, do you want to be an overpartied and underworked 30-year-old or an overworked and underpartied 30-year-old? But certain things are in place, right? I was like, if I had to pick one, I would probably prefer to have worked more, but have secured certain things. And I'm not saying status. I'm not saying I got to be rich or anything like that. But just to know that certain things are in order and handled, and I can confidently say, okay, this is done. I can do these things now, compared to, dang, I did all of this before and now I got to do it, compared to I've already been putting in that work. That is something I can appreciate and I can live with it. So that's kind of the decision I made. So when I was working on that much, that was kind of what I was doing.
Okay. I get that standpoint because I feel like you have goals that you have to reach. And I feel like also some men tend to say that. Like, men are wired different.
You said that last time.
I mean, do you feel like you're living to work?
Do I feel like that?
Yeah. Because if you don't
I don't feel like I'm living to work.
Okay.
I feel like I'm working to live.
Why can't you schedule small joys in your life?
I do. So, okay.
What do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun?
And when's the last time you did it?
I go see a movie. If I want to see a movie.
When you went to the movies last time?
I'm into the Marvel movie. So, whenever a Marvel movie comes out, I'll go see it. If it's an anime movie I really want to see, I'll go see it. There's that. Watching sports. There are things that I do. Working out, that's something I do for fun, but that's also something that's good for my life. So I appreciate that. I don't play video games as much as I used to, but I watch YouTubers do it. So I feel like that's me vicariously living through them as they do it. So I find my things. And then when I can get out, I'll go out. I go out, be out, whether that's at night, during the day, doing a brunch, just chilling with some friends.
Yeah.
I'll do my thing. But it feels good knowing that, okay, this time that I'm here with you is intentional. Let's make the most of it. Let's make the best of it, because I know after this, I will be working. So when you ask me again, the answer might be I can't do it. So when I can do it, you appreciate it and I appreciate it, because I'm not always available. Like when I'm a little scarce, it makes people appreciate when I'm there. It's like, dang, you never here. You outside with us, or you at the mall with whatever we doing that's outside of work, right?
Right.
It can be appreciated because I'm not always doing that.
I mean, I feel that. I think people can appreciate it either way.
True, but okay. So when I say I'm working to live, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, you're trying to provide yourself with the things that you want in life by the time you hit 30 is what you're hinting at.
So it don't even have to be by 30, but basically I've also seen some things where it's like when you're doing or you're working somewhere you probably don't want to be. Yeah. Sometimes that I can't find the word I'm looking for, but basically it kind of hits something like in your body to where you're trying to live. It's like, I don't want to do this.
I don't want to keep doing it. So let me get this out the
yes,
let me run up the check
and
like
get
that.
This out the way. I don't want to keep doing this, but as I'm doing it, I'm showing how much I want to live, because I'm doing this thing I don't want to do, but I'm doing it so I can do that thing that I want to do.
I feel it.
Yeah.
So what is that thing that you want? Do you feel like you are able to say it? Like,
I mean, so for me, the biggest things over my head at the moment are, and I think this is different for us. So you went to Ohio State full ride. Yeah. Right. I went to Kent State, not on a full ride. So I have student loans, right? I have that. I got a new car, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, but unfortunately, because I got into a car wreck earlier in the year. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yes, this was months ago.
Oh my God.
Yes. I'm okay. I had gotten into a car accident, and I couldn't really blame nobody but me, right? Well, long story short, I was on my way to work, had my car, slid into a tree, right? On my way to work. Wrecked it.
How you slide into that tree?
It was winter. When it happened. Yeah, so wrecked it. So that was annoying, but I can only blame myself. Like, I was the driver, right? So there was that, but I had to get a new car. So, and I didn't buy it straight off the lot. So there's that. I got a car loan. Whatever credit card debt, it's not like it's crazy, but just a year ago it was. Unfortunately, because I had got fired from a job at one point. Right. Yeah. Unfortunately. So all these different things that, I'm paying rent. Like, I was living with my mom. You moved last year. I was living with one of my parents. Yes, last year. Got my own spot.
Wait, pause.
Yes.
I was living with one of my parents last year. Why are you saying
it's different.
Why?
It's different if I say, like, if you say you live with your mom compared to me saying I live with my mom.
I live at home.
It's different. If I was to say Thank you. It's just different.
But I feel like we need to get over that, like, that negative connotation that comes with living at home. Because what?
I agree with you.
If a man tell me he live at home and he my age, it's like, all right, I live at home too. Even if I have my own places, to be like, all right, he probably saving up because he about to move. You know? Why do we gotta feel pressure and ashamed?
Micahiah, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get over it, sure. Mm-hmm. But until we do, that's the problem I'm dealing with. Until we do, this is the reality I'm living in, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it's not like I'm gonna wear that as a badge of honor. You know what I mean? It's like, I live at home. No, I can't do that.
Okay.
So that's why I was trying to say I live at home with one of my parents. Even though I'm living with my mama, right? But I don't no more. I'm on my own. So I got my own spot, right? But that's something else that I have to handle. Now, I'm not trying to say that as if I'm complaining, but because I know that these are the things that I need to take care of, I'm working to make sure I can do that. Because I feel like in so many of my episodes, I'm talking about how much I'm working. And that's something I can't get away from, but it's also kind of a signal to myself that's saying, look, do what you got to do for now so you can get to where you want to what you want to do. Because you won't always be able to just do what you want to do. If I'm doing everything I want to do, then it's going to be a lot of things that'll become things that I have to do or need to do that I should have been doing. It's like, why don't you just do that now? So I'm trying to do that. And that's, I'm trying to answer your question. Basically trying to get these things from off my back.
Right.
So I can say, okay, if I can handle this, and this, still do the podcast with this on my head, wait till it's off. Yeah. Next thing you know, this will start exploding, or I'll just be able to make different moves that I haven't been doing. So that's why. I feel
it. I mean, take care of your financial responsibilities for sure. That's number one.
Of course.
You don't want to continue to go throughout life having, the thoughts of you needing to take care of your financial business on your mind, because that's a burden. Because they're coming for you.
Exactly.
It's not going to go away.
So
I feel it.
That's why I feel like I just had to make a decision, come to terms with it, know that you're going to sacrifice. But I went to college. I was out. I lived in Columbus the year after that and was out more than I probably should have been, but I would be, social and doing things outside of work. Then I came home and I said, you know what? Let's try it the other way. Let's just see how that goes. And I like it. I can appreciate it. People are like, man, we don't see you no more. That feels kind of good to hear sometimes. Or they just know he working towards something.
Yeah.
I don't know what he doing, but something is on the way.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. And that's what I strive for.
I feel it.
Yeah. So
that's understandable.
That's my thing.
That's understandable.
So another topic I wanted to get on. What you think I'm gonna ask? If you have to guess.
I have no clue.
Okay.
I just don't know what to expect.
So I remember last time we talked about dating, and we had talked about marriage, right? So are you dating? Okay, so how's that going for you?
I'm not dating multiple people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Again, if you couldn't basically allude to it, I'm not for real, because it's like
clearly he don't got no time, ladies.
I don't really. Dang, I don't have the time right now because I want to be able to make sure I have the time later. Is that fair?
I feel
that's fair to say.
Because don't bring me up in your drama and all stressed out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't got time.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel you.
I think that makes sense.
So, what's your type?
Oh, what? You really just asked me that. What's my type? I mean, a beautiful black woman.
Okay, besides physical.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Oh no, we can touch on physical. Like,
okay, so I would, just someone that is, nurturing. I would say nurturing, resourceful, and someone that is also. I don't want this to sound sexist or anything, but like obviously a helpmate. Because if they're willing to help me do certain things, of course I want to be able to help them do certain things.
Okay.
So if you see that it's this thing that I'm aspiring to do, and whatever little ways you can help me to get there, help me do that. Because if it's something that you're doing, I definitely want to help to make sure that you can do that. So having an accountability partner, someone that works out, cares about their health, different things like that. I feel like I'm kind of vague with how I'm answering it, but giving some characteristics of what I want.
But you don't want to give it all?
No, I feel like these are different characters. I mean, I want them to, believe in God, of course. I want them to take care of their health. I want them to have ambition. Yeah, I really want them to be in the gym, because I know for some people it's hard for them to that's like a mental block for them. If they have to get in the gym, some people are like, nah, I'm not doing that. Whereas if you're already doing that and I'm already doing that, if I say, hey, let's go to the gym,
it meshes.
You were probably going anyway. So it's not like I'm asking you to do something you weren't already doing. So there's that. Someone that's ambitious. I really appreciate somebody that's funny though.
Yeah.
Like, please be funny. They can be funny, quirky, weird, whatever you want to call it. I'm cool with that because that is something that stands out. That's something that I like. So those are some qualities and characteristics that I look for.
Okay.
So yeah, to answer the question, and I'm not saying I don't see that ever or anything like that.
Right.
I just know I typically won't have the time for them that they will like.
So you're not like, so you just communicate with your friends and yourself and your parents.
I might be interested, but I'll tell them, I'll try and be straight up and say, look, I probably won't have the time for you that you would like. We can still be cool at the very least, but I'm not trying to hold you up, hold you back, nothing like that, because I got some things I want to take care of, and I'm pretty sure you would want me to take care of that before I was to start dealing with you. So just try and be honest like that.
At least you honest. Yeah. I mean, honesty is so important. So I'm glad that
it saves them time, saves me time.
Yeah, on both ends. That's good.
Yeah. What's your type?
I would say someone who is a family person for sure, because I'm so big on family. Like, family is so important to me. The family that I have.
Yeah.
And then I would say somebody who's hardworking and ambitious as well, because you have to have your own goals over here. Yeah. Because I can't be the only one focused on some type of goals. You got to have something going on. Someone who is funny. I don't like to sit and have dry conversations. Yeah. I don't want to be the only one laughing around here and making jokes. I also would say somebody who's kind. Okay. Like,
that's a good one.
Just like truly kind-hearted, like truly.
So kind but not nice.
Right, kind.
Okay.
Yeah, they have boundaries.
Yes.
Cause me, I feel like sometimes I could come off too nice. I used to, not anymore. I feel like I handle that, but it would be harder dealing with a guy who is too nice. I don't got time. You'd be kind.
Yes,
but
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's smart, intelligent.
Yes, I agree.
Intelligent, street smart, and then
look smart,
smart,
Would you say that your type is like changed since we last?
Oh yeah, I would, because I feel like
do you feel like you're becoming more certain of like, I definitely want this?
Yeah, because I had dated a little bit more after. So being able to like date different people, you're able to see what you like and what you don't like. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of more sure about the things that I do like now. Okay.
So while we're on the topic, as I kind of brought up earlier, how do you feel about marriage now?
I think marriage is beautiful, as I think I stated.
Yes, you said that.
I think marriage is beautiful, and yes, I do want to be married one day. Yes. I mean, I feel like I am a wife.
Okay. Really? Okay.
I mean, I feel like everybody has work to do. However,
I agree with you. So there was a time where I said, I was on another podcast and I said I'm a husband. Yeah. Right? I tend to do a lot of reflecting about like me saying that, because I'm not saying that I'm not, but I can't say I am, because I'm literally not one. But I feel like I'm striving to be that, and I know I want to be that.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like, I don't mean at this moment I want to get married today.
Of course.
I'm ready to be a wife today. I'm not.
Yeah.
However, I do want to be a wife one day, and I do believe in marriage. Yeah. So what did I say in the podcast last time? Did I say something like...
Well, I think you said... I just wanted to bring it up because I think you were like, but I'm only 24. Like that's...
Oh, I didn't want to get married.
Yeah, you're like, that's so far down the line. But we are now both a little close. Because I feel like we think of, not the benchmark, but we keep having the age of 30 in our mind, right?
Yeah, I'm letting that go.
I think I am too, because I've been around enough people that are over 30 or right past 30, and I'm like, dang, I would think you were my age. So if I thought you were my age and I still have that much time until then, it's a lot that could happen in that time. Yeah. But I do think about when I said that, I was like, I'm a husband. I said, wow, I really said that. I meant that. I meant that. Yeah. I meant that. I think it's just so the fact that I want to be intentional about, I want to be a husband, not just like I want to be married and just have a wife.
Yeah, no.
I want to be a husband. I also saw this on social media recently too. It was like, a woman should pick a man that wants to be a husband, that wants to be a dad.
For
It's a different thing. It's a different thing.
For sure.
And I felt like I resonated with that because that's something that I want to be. But I know that there's a lot of work that has to go into that beforehand. So let me do the work that needs to be done. That way, when someone is added to my life, you're already added to some wholeness compared to like you complete me. It's like I was complete before you came. Now you add. So yes, you onto something. Yeah, I'm just
no, that's true. I agree with you, and I feel like I strive to be a wife one day, hopefully, preferably.
Yeah,
and I think that I do want to marry someone who also wants to be a husband and wants to be a dad, because I don't want you to be in a predicament just because you feel like you have to or you should. Yeah. You know.
It hit different when these are things that you want to do.
Yes.
So that's what I want. I just know to do things you want, you have to have a lot of things. You have to have a lot of parameters in order already. And I know that takes work. So that's why in the back of my mind, I'm always keeping that in mind. It's like, I have work to do. Yeah. I have work to do. I can't just keep neglecting that. So I think that's why I tend to harp on that kind of stuff so much. It's a lot of work that needs to be done, basically.
It is a lot of work. Yeah. And I don't like putting time limits on anything anymore. Like, I'm going to be married by this time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Whenever it comes, it comes. I'm learning that you just never know. Because, like, I could sit up here and say, I would love to be married by 30 in my 30s. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, my mama didn't get married till she was in her 50s. And so it's just like, you never know what's going to happen. I don't want to set myself up for disappointment, but I pray that it happens, sooner. Rather than later.
Hey, whenever I talk to girls about that, it always cracks me up because they'll like throw that little tidbit at the end. It's like, I don't know when, but please let it be soon. Like, please come get me, come find me, please. But I get that. And that's why if I want to be that for someone or have someone be added to my life in that way, then let me be the man that I need to be and do the work that I need to do.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, yeah, like, are there any other updates in your life that are interesting or anything that you might want to update the people on as of this moment?
Any other updates? That's a good question.
Because I think you said you've been traveling more.
Yes, I've been traveling. Just got back from Barcelona. So that was beautiful to see. I was there with my friends celebrating a friend's birthday.
Right.
I just think it's just so nice to be able to do that now. Be at this point in our lives where we're able to travel and celebrate each other. Yeah. Like, that's nice. I'm no longer doing birthday dinners.
Really?
Come celebrate me out of town,
Congrats to you. I'm just like...
Nothing wrong with birthday dinners, though. I love a good birthday dinner. I'm just saying, like, it's nice to be able to have friends who are reliable enough to come celebrate you,
Yeah. I try not to talk trash about birthday dinners. It's just, like, if you have a guy friend and a girlfriend, right, and you ask both of them, what are you doing for your birthday? Who's more likely to say they're having a birthday dinner?
The girl.
Thank you.
But it's like...
It cracks me up every time.
I don't understand why y'all don't be doing nothing for your birthdays.
I'm not saying I don't.
What you do?
For me, I would say I'm kind of simple. I want to get out. I always like to be with a group of my friends and we are all having a ball.
Yeah,
We're all having a ball. So... Now, what I've tried to do in the past is do like Kings Island, something like that. Or let's say, it's like a field day, something like that with a group of friends. I'm down to do that kind of thing. I kind of don't plan for my birthday. Now, for my 27th birthday, I plan to do something.
You a Gemini, right? Your birthday coming up, or did it pass?
It's coming up in 2026, yes. May 27th was my birthday.
Oh, your birthday passed.
Yeah.
Happy belated. I texted you.
I'm pretty sure you did.
So. Yes. Okay, I hope so. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I just think that's funny. That's why when you brought that up, it's like you said I want to, graduate from that and start doing things out the country.
Yeah.
I can respect that and appreciate that because for my friend, last year we went out to Jamaica for his birthday.
Ooh,
that was my first time out the country.
Jamaica.
Yeah, that was my first time out the country, but it was also a group of us and it was such an experience. I mean,
yes.
It was what was it? All inclusive?
Yes.
So,
honey.
Long story short, I had a time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do you drink?
Socially.
Okay. Yeah.
But if I never drank again, I'd be okay.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people that needs a drink. But we were out there. I have never experienced all inclusive anything. So I said, okay, let me experience.
Yes.
And I had a time.
It was a
to say the
time.
least. Yeah. So those are some things I kind of want to get into doing as well. Because I think, like I said, for my 27th birthday, I'll turn 27 on the 27th. So it'll be
your golden year.
Yeah. So that's making me think about what I want to do. Actually plan something. If I'm gonna be completely honest, if I did have a girlfriend, that would be something I would probably want them to do low key. Cause I don't be wanting
We know.
It's just when it come to that kind of stuff, I'm simple. I don't really need a whole lot. But for this one, I'm gonna be like, let's do this.
Make it happen.
I'm gonna want to do something. But if outside of that, I'm pretty simple. Like, I like to have fun. I would like to be with a group of people. But if I can't be and I'm just kind of just chill, enjoying the day, I'm not mad at that either, because I just try and be grateful for the fact that I'm even here at that point.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a blessing to just be alive.
Yeah.
So you think you will want a girlfriend by next year?
Here you go.
No, that's kind of what you
Whenever it happens on the right timing, that's not something that I worry about a whole lot.
You shouldn't.
Because I feel like whenever I'm ready for it, I mean, it's not like I can't pull. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing. But it's not something that I worry about like that. Because again, as far as putting a timeline on things, that's not something I really trip on. And then sometimes if you're with the right, or if you're with the wrong person, you kind of wish you was alone. You know what I mean? And I don't like that feeling. So I don't want to rush any of that. Yeah. I will let it take its time. When it comes up, it will. Next year, I will not say. I won't. I have been saying, though, that once I probably either pay off my car and my student loans, then I'll probably say, all right, now we can get into the game a little bit, see how that goes. But we'll also see, because I might be too focused at that point.
You just never know. So, I feel like it's good to take your time. I mean, it'll be there for sure.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be there.
As long as your dream girl don't find somebody else, then everything, everything should be
as long as you don't find somebody else, you'll be fine.
You know, like, you'll be okay. Somebody else will be out there. Then maybe you
a comedian on the low. Okay. As long as your dream girl don't find somebody else.
You know, you just never know. But I wish.
That was wild. To follow it up like that was crazy.
You know, if push comes to shove, you have all these dating shows out here. You have Love Island. Yeah. You said they've been saying you look like Jhariah.
Oh, no. I was like, why are people saying that?
You don't think so?
Do you think so?
Because as we've been sitting here talking this whole time, I'm like, is that Jhariah?
Oh, that's not.
No, I'm just
the only thing that's close is the names. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
I'm just playing. I mean, I don't really know.
You are. You.
I'm just playing.
You a comedian.
There are some similarities. However, I don't think y'all look like dead on each other. No.
Thank you. That's all I've been really trying to say.
But like, would you be a bombshell in the villa?
If I could be. So my cousin asked me. Because he was one of the other people that was like, you look like that dude. I was like, if I was to go on that show, I would be boring. Because they want you to be dramatic, right?
They do. They want you to have some type of personality. You do have personality.
Drama, though? I don't want to be in that. I
think you should audition next year.
No.
You would get cast.
No, because like when people say that, like I said, I would be boring on that. All I would want to do is find my girl and be tucked.
And chill.
And
like Jhariah.
Stop. Because look, because I only watched one episode. Okay. I didn't watch nothing else. Didn't plan to, right? So it's just, I see they on there. They out in some nice weather. They get to dress nice. They not really doing much. They just going out and doing stuff. They eat. Seem like people be cooking breakfast and all that. I'm like, that sounds cool to me. The drama, I don't need.
How do you feel?
What they want.
That is what they want. How do you feel about the challenges, like kissing multiple girls in one setting?
Challenge? Oh, like that's something they got to do or something?
Yeah, you have to. You have to participate.
What you mean by that? They have to, or that's just what happens?
No, you have to. The challenges are part of Love Island. So you might have to kiss 5 different girls in one setting, or would you be okay?
Obviously, that's problematic. And that'll get you caught up in the drama just because you had to participate. If I had... Everybody got to participate, so even your girl got to. Yeah, and that's dramatic. See?
You would feel some type of...
Yes! If you had you wouldn't?
No, I would. That's why I wouldn't be going Love Island.
That's why I don't... See, that's what I'm saying. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool. Nah, it's just like the whole dating thing. when it happens, it happens. Otherwise, Jhariah just needs to focus on Jhariah. Do what he needs to do until then. But yeah, like I just figured that catching up with you would be something I wanted to do again, because as two fellow podcasters, it's always cool whenever I see you progressing. I figure it's probably the same for you, for me. And then whenever we get to collaborate, I feel like we can kind of make our jobs easier, because sometimes if you're talking to somebody and you feel like you're pulling teeth compared to talking to someone else that does what you do, it's like you ask me a question, I'm naturally going to ask you a question back. So I thought it would be good. And, just do a quick little update, because
I was going to ask you, what's your update?
Well, again, I am in a better spot. Again, financially, whatever.
Period. He's trying to let.
I'm not.
No, he is getting to the money.
I'm working. I'm doing what I have to do. But I'm just saying, as far as how do I feel now compared to then?
Yeah.
I feel like I think I wanted to say this. I feel like I have a much better idea of how I want things to go from here. Now I know, God laughs at our plans. I understand that.
Yeah.
But even with that being said, I do think I have a better idea of how I'm going to get to my goals and my dreams. At the time, last time we talked, I don't think I really knew how or what I was going to do.
Yes, we both was feeling that way.
Yeah, now I feel like, okay, I've been working like this for a reason, so I can do this. So now let me stick to that, so then I can stick to my idea of what I want to do. So then these things can come to fruition how I thought they could. Yeah. So that is basically where I'm at with it. So I think I'm a little more certain, a little more clear on my plan of action, basically. And I feel really good about that.
That is good, because when you feel like you're in the blur or feeling lost, it's not a good place to be. No. And I know that like being in our 20s comes with the ups and downs of feeling lost and feeling like we got it, then figuring it all out all over again. But it's a good feeling to know, like, okay, I'm going to take these steps. And even if it doesn't work out, at least I try.
Yeah, like, I have that mentality, but also still try to stay present enough to where I can adapt. It's like, okay, I can adapt, and let me still be appreciative of the moment that I'm in, so that I can use this experience later to say, okay, this didn't work out, or at least I was in that moment, I could appreciate it as it was happening, because some moments are fleeting. Moments are fleeting. Literally. So I can say, okay, I was there and I was present. To me, that's important, and that's kind of where I am right now. So
that is important. Yeah, we just have to learn how to pivot, because we're gonna have to pivot.
Yes.
Every single month, like something's gonna pop up. We can't stop that. That's why I feel like it's so important to just enjoy the little moments of life, because tomorrow, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I've definitely been able to take a pivot as well to make sure that you could bounce back. So yeah. I'm glad that we've been able to do this again.
Yeah, again.
Looking forward to this season. Well, when this drops, it'll already be in season. So
season 6. Yeah. Are you gonna tell your listeners how you feel about like moving on your own and living alone? I feel like you should definitely talk about that.
Oh yeah. That's
perfect.
Yeah, I've done that. Perfect. Yeah, for sure. So is there anything else that you want to say to your people, my people, to the viewers, anything?
I would just say make sure y'all tune in to season 6.
Of course.
And then make sure y'all tune in to something about our 20s. Season 3. Yeah, season 3.
Right. Say that. Okay.
It's just always nice to have conversations with you and to be on your podcast too, because you've been doing this, and it's nice to be able to have someone else that you're like cool with that does what you do. Like, absolutely. I'm truly grateful for our relationship and to be able to sit down and chat with each other.
Likewise.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. And I want to say thank you to the viewer, watcher, and listener of this episode. I hope that you've been able to take something away from this episode. I hope that you've been able to learn more about Micahiah, learn more about her podcast, more about her life, just to get to relate to her a little bit more. And once again, that has been your episode. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But once again, that's been your episode. So peace out.
Talk to y'all later.